Yo, guys, another day on the calendar, day 276. Um, I woke up at about 5 this morning, right? I've been waking up at 5 for the last couple weeks, consistently since moving to Thailand. Because I moved to Thailand, I quit my job, I quit everything, and I'm in a weird spot. And whenever I've been in lots of weird spots, right? Over the last year, this isn't my first fucking rodeo. I mean, I've been making these videos obviously for 276 days, but that doesn't mean it gets a lot easier, right? The problems only get bigger as your success becomes bigger. Um, and so it's new challenges and new lessons in life that you have to learn. And I go back and look at myself last year, and I can do that because I've filmed everything, and I'm glad I have. And it gives you something to reflect on. I always thought history class was fucking stupid. I thought it was retarded. I thought we weren't learning anything. My history teacher hated me because I didn't do shit, and I'd screw off. And now I think like I have a different outlook on it, right? When it's my history, it's kind of different. When it affects you in some type of way and you can take a lesson and you can learn from it, right? The history becomes valuable. If it's something like memorizing a certain war date or any of that bullshit, that's retarded. When you can go back and revise something, a problem you overcame, and you can see other people, right? Successful people that you want to be like in life, and you know that they went through what you're going through right now to get to where they're at. It gives you that security. It gives you that kind of it doesn't give you security, I wouldn't say. It doesn't make me feel okay, but it makes me feel, a little bit better about what I'm going through. A little bit more. I don't even know how to explain the feeling. You guys know if you've experienced this before. If you see somebody else, like if you're struggling with a problem and you have somebody else that you watch and you've seen them and they talk about them going through that problem, it kind of gives you, like it gives a validity to how you're feeling, versus maybe you guys have had that feeling where you're like, oh shit, what is going on? Like nobody else has felt like this. You don't know if other people have experienced it because you haven't heard. And maybe you feel like you're the only one going through that thing. But I think that this kind of like gives you an opportunity to go back and look and see. And we're in a digital age, right? You can go and see what everybody's story is. They all post it. And it's very few that are authentic. Then you can kind of see through it. But I've deleted social media kind of last year until recently, and I notice it a lot, how it's changed me just recently, from what I used to be. And I still am trying. My goal is to be as authentic as possible and who I truly am. And I found who I am as a person this last year by doing that, right? I'm centered. In my eyes, I'm centered, and I know my goals. I know my objective. I know who I am as a man, and I think you need that. You're not going to find it in somebody else. You're not going to find it on social media. You're not going to find it in some chick. You're going to find it like by looking into yourself. So I think it's important for you to like take and observe what other people are doing, their challenges, their difficulties, their accomplishments, but don't apply it to your life. Like you have to know that you're on your own fucking journey, you're on your own path, and you're gonna hit different roadblocks, right? But just know that there's somebody who's been worse than you, and I just think about this too. There's somebody that's been in a worse spot. There's somebody that's came from less, and there's somebody that's done more. All right, with their lives, they've came from a worse spot and done more with their lives, and that's all the motivation and all the security that I need to know that it doesn't matter. It's all going to work out. Like problems short term, they don't matter necessarily. Like you just have to overcome them, and like do what you can to fix them. But don't get fucking stressed out. Don't let it get into your brain too much, because at the end of the day, everybody's going through it. You're not the only one. And so there's some of those days where I wake up and I don't want to wake up, but my alarm's on the other side of the room, so I do it anyways. And yeah, this was not one of those days. I woke up actually motivated. I don't know, something like I did my journal, I did my reading, but something got me a little bit down. And I'm not always down. Like sometimes I'm down, sometimes I'm low energy. I'm not like a super fucking like let's go get it guy unless I'm on a ton of caffeine. But this is it today, all right? This is day 276 and what I'm talking about. But I think this is pretty real. I'm about to go. I just ate my pre-workout meal, so this is like just some chicken, some rice, some eggs, and yeah, I'm living in Thailand. I don't have anybody right now. I have a couple friends that I've met up with, but nobody that's my person, like my girlfriend, like my rock, uh, or my family, or anybody. And that's fun. I have them digitally, but it's a bit different when you're just kind of really fucking far away, like 8,000 miles away. Um, I'm not like a baby. I'm not fucking crying about it. Like I made the decision and I'm making the most of it. And I think is a good decision and something. It's part of my personal legend that I'm creating. I'm creating that dad lore that I can look back on and be like, that was something I needed to go through to get to where I'm at today, because I wouldn't be the person who I am today if I didn't go through all these struggles, right? The person that gets everything handed to them. And yeah, I want, like, how nice would it be to fucking make $1 million off of crypto overnight, right? Win the lottery. How nice would it be to do that? But that wouldn't satisfy you as a person, right? That wouldn't give you fulfillment. That wouldn't do anything for you mentally that would last long term, right? Who would you turn into? And I don't think it's necessarily about the physicalities of life. It's more about the emotional, the spiritual, the mental side of life that really gives you substance as a person. So that's kind of my morning thoughts. I'm gonna finish up drinking this electrolytes and then head to the gym. But I gotta get some caffeine in my body or get hyped the fuck up because it's arm day. And yeah, maybe go on a walk or some shit before this lift. But yeah, didn't mean to put a downer on you guys' morning, but good morning. And yeah, let's get into this workout. I don't even think this is a fucking downer. Honestly, I think this is just like me just me just saying what I'm going through. And like, I'm obviously not giving the specifics, but like every single fucking day, like I don't even know what it is, right? You could have a problem. You don't even know what it is. You just lack motivation. You just wake up and things aren't how you want them in your life. And I don't know, it's just about moving forward. So fuck it. It's not going to be a problem. Like, I'm still going to go work out. I'm still going to wake up at 5 a.m. every morning. I'm still going to do my push-ups. I'm still going to do my cardio at night. Like, these things are all still going to happen. Like, it's about the things that you do regardless of how you fucking feel that gets you to where you want to be. And so I don't give a shit how I feel. I'm still going to go do the things. Obviously, like, I would want to feel good. Like, I'd want to wake up in the morning super rejuvenated. But when I'm on 6 hours of sleep, shit doesn't happen like that. Life doesn't always go perfect, right? Yes, stuff comes up. People die. Like, accidents happen. Shit hits the fan. That's just how life is. So I think the adaptability, right? Not getting stuff handed to you, going through those hard times, those trials, those tribulations, right? It's just lessons so you can move on to the next level, right? You don't move on to the next level by fucking just like, you can't, like, life isn't a game where you can just pay money and move on to the next level. It's a game where you have to go through the hard lessons of life, right? You have to overcome the obstacle. You have to beat the boss of the level, which is the hardest fucking thing to do to get to the next level. It's not like a pay to play game, all right? You don't pay. You can't just fucking level up without going through the hard moments in life. So I'm not saying I have been through some crazy hard moments in life. Like, I've been through some difficult moments, and I can't even compare. You can't compare difficult moments in your life to other people's lives. I can't do that. Like, that's not my job. That's not. I wouldn't say that's anybody's job. Not even God's. So yeah, let's get it. workout's done. I ate some food. I got my arms worked out, and yeah, I'm about to head to a coffee shop, get some work done. So before I do that, I want to tell you guys, I was doing arms today. I just clicked with just normal barbell curls. That's it, and that's all I did. Right? I did that, and then I did a couple curls with the dumbbells to superset at the end, and then I just did straight bar pushdowns. Right? I wasn't doing some fancy shit. I wasn't doing skull crushers. I wasn't doing dips. I didn't do any of that stuff that I typically do because I just felt the tricep pushdowns, and I did like 6 or 7 sets of it. And that just don't fix something that's not broken. All right, if you really click with an exercise that day, don't risk moving on to an exercise. And it happens all the time to me. I'll go like feel an exercise and I'm like, damn, that was good. I got a really good pump from those flies, and then I'm gonna go to like an incline machine chest press, and I'm like, I don't feel this at all. I could have just stayed on the flies, probably done more damage to my muscle, which is gonna promote more muscle building, and got more gains if I would have just stuck with what clicked for me that day. Because it's not always the same. Maybe that incline chest press could stick with me and just really click the next day. Who knows? So I don't know if it's optimal, but it works for me. And I think that if something like is clicking with you on that particular day, you really feel it, there's no point in changing it. Just do all your sets. Right? If you got 8 sets that you're doing for a certain muscle group, do them all with the one that feels the best, right? You don't have to do just that one. Like maybe do 6 and then maybe do 2 of a different exercise, right? Maybe do 6 sets of tricep pushdowns and then I did 2 sets of overhead extensions. So that's kind of just my thoughts on my philosophy on, I guess, volume and switching exercises. But I'm going to go to this coffee shop. I'm going to get some work done. I ate a little bit too much, so yeah, I gotta go walk it off as well and get a tan. So it's 6 p.m. right now. I'm about to go do cardio. And I feel like shit. I obviously don't want to go. My back is sore. My legs hurt. Everything is fucking... I'm super tired. I'm just lethargic as fuck. But I don't want to make a ton of excuses. I'm gonna do it anyways. My thought process when I feel like this is systemize, alright? I think of all the systems I have set up. It's on my calendar. I have it blocked off on my tasks to do. I have nothing else to do right now other than go do cardio. And so that reminds me that I have a bigger goal. I have a bigger purpose, right? And therefore, it doesn't fucking matter how I feel. It takes the emotion completely out of the equation. Yeah, I feel like shit. Yeah, I'm sore. Yeah, I'm tired. But I have a bigger purpose. I have a bigger goal. I want to get fucking diced. And so, is it worth it to not get there and skip the cardio? Or is it going to be worth it to push through, even though when I compare it to me running around the island, like think of something hard, the most difficult thing you've done, and then compare in the moment what you're about to do and what you're complaining about and what you're contemplating not doing. Because I contemplate shit every day when it gets difficult. Everybody contemplates. It's just human nature to contemplate, like if they're doing, I don't know, if that thing is the right thing to do, or if they want to wake up early. You know, you sit in your bed, the alarm's going off, you're contemplating, right? Am I going to actually wake up? But if you have systems set up that force you to do the thing that you want to do, and you then realize, yes, you have a bigger purpose, you force yourself to take that bird's eye view of the situation, you're always going to choose the correct thing. Because as long as you're actually sound in that purpose, like that actually means something to you, why would you choose the easy way out, right? Why are you going to choose the easy route? That's the whole point. Nobody's at that level. Nobody is exceptional, or not many people, I'm saying. Very few people are exceptional. Very few people are truly successful, because it is not easy. That's the whole point. That's why it's exceptional. If everybody could do it, if everybody could go through these hard times, there are people that have the same exact feelings that I'm having right now about not wanting to do cardio, about being sore and contemplating if I'm going to do this or not. The same exact people either choose not to or choose to. And most people, why it is difficult and why most people don't get to high level is because they choose the easy way. And so remember that you're not the only one that's going through that emotion. I'm not the only one that's really having a hard time right now. There's other people doing the same thing. But you know what they do is they choose the easy way out, right? And I'm going to choose the hard way because I want to reach my peak potential. I want to be not fitting in with the crowd, all right? So that's my fucking motivation. So I'm going to go to the gym with a vengeance. I'm downing my electrolytes right now, so I'm going to get hydrated. I'm going to turn my brain off, and I'm just going to walk, all right? I'm just going to fucking walk and walk and walk and do more steps until an hour hits the clock, and then I'll stop, all right? And then I'll go eat food, come back, read, and go to bed. That's my plan. So remember that, guys. Think of systemize your life so there's things in place that are going to make you, not promote you, make you do the things that you need to do. And then you're going to get into the right mindset. Because right now I'm in the right mindset. Maybe I wasn't when I was walking up the stairs earlier and I was like thinking, oh fuck, I gotta do cardio in 30 minutes. I really don't want to do that, right? And then I go sit on my phone, right? I was just sitting on my phone because I was like, fuck, I gotta go do cardio. And I was scrolling on Instagram, all right? And so I'm contemplating that. And now I just gotta go fucking get it done, all right? Make the decision. All right, the cardio's done, job's done. I just finished up, I got home. I'm about to take a shower and go to bed, but did 60 minutes on the treadmill, incline treadmill, then walked over to, I go to the same restaurant every night after cardio. It's called Season, and it's a healthy restaurant. I just love that about Thailand is they literally have healthy restaurants that do meal preps, that do all this stuff right next to gyms, right? That's good for fucking business. Are you kidding me? That's like the best business decisions ever. And they're not like one of these like salad bars or what's the place? Crisp & Greens that's just like pour 1,000 calories of dressing on. No, it's like tracked macros, good, healthy, organic food. It's cheap as fuck too. So I just love that about this. It's just so optimal, especially if you're wanting to, I don't know, just build muscle and lock in with fitness like me. So I was happy for that, and I also finished my book while I was walking on the treadmill. I've been listening to the audiobook, Hard Times Create Strong Men. And I think that's a good audiobook if you're a young man or even just a middle-aged man or just, I think anybody in general would gain some insight, some perspective. Because for me, it was mainly the perspective that I gained. It kind of talks about how men have been through the past centuries, the past thousands of years, and their role in society, their role in relationships, their role in their families, and how that's evolved through generations, like through time to modern day, and how modern day has created so many problems with the structure of man and women, with relationships, with how a man's role in society is played. Because the one thing that kind of stood out to me is it talks about like you being a unique and important snowflake, right? And a lot of people, I mean, this one resonated with me. This is why I remembered it. Is like everybody wants to be unique. Everybody wants to be different. I want to be exceptional. I want to be, I don't know, a known person, and it just gives you an idea like what like things used to be like what's this won't even be like a thought in my brain, or maybe it would be, but I have no idea. If I was alive 100 years ago, my role, like a man's biological, like their brain evolved to be doing all the things that they need to do as a man, which is provide for their family, right? Do all the hard things. It doesn't matter. It's just literally work. It doesn't matter if you don't want to do it. Just fucking work, and get the job done and provide for your family. That's just how it is. And nowadays it's different because it talks about the clash of the feminine and the masculine, and how that's kind of men are demasculinized and females, women are more masculinized because they're in roles like jobs and they're doing physical work and all this stuff nowadays. And I'm not here to give my like opinion on all that stuff. Like I obviously do have some sort of opinion, but I don't have it like solid, and I'm open to. That's why I read this book, is because I'm open to hearing kind of like what other people's perspectives are, and give the history of what men used to be like, stoicism, all that stuff, and it kind of relates to nowadays and how, you know, times have changed. So I think it's a good book. I like the beginning of the book. If you guys read the beginning of the book, that's really all I think you need to do as a young man to get to that perspective. It just gives you like kind of, I don't know, some clarity on your purpose, I would say. So my brain's not functioning properly right now. Like I would give you guys a better review, but I'm so tired, and I gotta go to bed. So this was day 275. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna wake up at 5 a.m. energized as fuck, ready to smash the day. All right, because it's leg day. Hopefully my legs will recover, and my back will recover, and I can go just smash some legs. So I'm excited. Don't want to get too hyped up. I'm gonna read my book and then just head off and doze into bed. Catch you guys. Peace.